Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. People are having a hard time with reverberation, so I keep trying different ways to explain it and hope that different tacks, if you will produce, a different level and greater level of comprehension and understanding. So I thought about, let's walk through a simplified version of the reverb measurement process. How do you determine reverb time? What is reverb time? How long a sound stays around in a room after it's been sung, spoken, or played. It overstays its welcome. That's a good layman's way of thinking about it. You've all heard it. Churches, schools, auditoriums, any large venue, concert halls will have reverb because the energy is hanging around in the room longer than it should. Why? Because it's bouncing off every room surface. The walls, the floor, the ceiling, people, anything in the room, it's coming in contact with. And when that happens, some of it's going to be absorbed, depending on the material type, and some's going to be reflected, which is most times the case. So we got to assign absorption numbers, coefficients, to the material types in the room that are absorbing energy, because those are our allies. We want to use those to our benefit, include them in the calculations. The problem becomes those surface areas that are reflective and not absorptive. So you try to assign percentages, rates and levels of absorption. We have tables for that. Now it's all done with software, but I wanted to show you this example here of a data sheet. You can see, the assigning that's going on in this brief clip here. So we look at every object in the room. We look at the square footage of each surface area. We look at the material type that surface area is made out of, because each one is a little bit different, right? But the bottom line is we have to focus for treatment on that 125 to 500 hertz region. That's a must. If we nail that and we do a good job there, we're good. We'll get the results that we want. They'll be predictable and consistent. So there's no low frequency numbers in this calculation. Reverb is mainly that 125 to and up region, but this is the region we want to treat because that'll get us what we need to accomplish in terms of numbers. The resolution we're going to achieve is a direct dependent on the amount of energy in the room, concert versus, a couple people on stage playing, the amount of treatment and the volume of the room. So there's a lot of variables here that you have to consider in your calculations. I do this all the time for churches. I probably run 5 churches every weekend because that's the only time I have to run these analyses, because they take about 45 minutes. Because you got to look at each surface area, you got to look at the number of people in the room, and you got to calculate how much surface area. And then once we get that number, I send it in a proposal, and then we have 2 approaches. You can buy the products from us. We'll do the layout for you, or you can build them yourself and do the layout. So it's a great benefit both ways. The rate of treatment is the most critical. How much of this 125 to 500 hertz can we get? What are the absorption coefficients we can nail with our technology? And that's the goal. We find over, last 17 years of doing this, 35, 50, and 65% seem to be the average surface area coverages that we see. Somewhere in that 35 to 65% range. 65, the high part of the range, is mostly for critical listening rooms. So 35 to 50 for large venue formats, churches, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 seat venues. So I hope this process, a little glimpse of the process, can help you with understanding of what's going on reverberation. Because reverberation, remember, sung, spoken, or played, how long it stays in the room. So we're measuring the rate of decay, right? That's what we're doing. And that's what we want to do. And we want to make sure we get this rate of decay as quick as possible, because that'll decrease our reverb times. Reverb measurement process. Hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that, because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.